Hey, good morning. Good morning, y'all. Happy Saturday. We here. Yes, we made it to Saturday. Made it to the weekend. And it's going to be a nice day today, right? Beach weather, pool weather, all of that. All of that, right? It's going to be a good day. Shopping and shit, all that good shit. hmm Hanging out with friends, barbecues. I'm just seeing a really good day. Some of y'all could just want to sit on the back of your deck, or you could be doing that right now, doing your meditation with your water, with your journal. Got your meditation music going, the sun shining, catching the, oh man, some beautiful flowers I see. And you got, somebody got a cat that sits out there with them, that likes to sit out and absorb the sun. Yeah, the peace. Yes, yes, yes. Where we going with this today, Spirit? Mm. I want some good energy. Let's see. Let's get some overall energy, and then we'll get into the tarot. We'll get into the meat and potatoes. Let's get the overall energy of the reading. I did have a download when I was out doing my own meditation. I had a few this morning. You know, some for me, and you know, some of it I'm gonna share. All of it for me. I'm gonna say it just like that because whatever resonates with me, whatever I could use, whatever I feel like is privy to my journey, I'm going to use it. Right? I'm going to take heed to it, and if it's something that I feel like I want to share with you guys, I'm going to share it with you. And a part of what I was getting was, I know on this journey we've been feeling like we don't fit in. I understand that. And Spirit showed me another perspective. It's just like, okay, so this circle of friends you don't fit in with, but you fit in with another circle of friends, right? So that's what Spirit is saying. You do fit in somewhere. You're not, listen, you fit in somewhere. It's just about you finding your soul tribe, right? And not just finding your soul tribe, because if, I know on this journey we have a hard time letting go of the one that we had, right? Because we're being taken out of our familiar, our surroundings, and the people and places and things that we learn to adapt to. But because we're moving into a new cycle, a new level, another place in our spirit, in our souls, we're being guided towards people that are like us, right? So that we can thrive. We weren't thriving in the energy we were in the past. It was heavy. It was dense energy, right? You were weighed down. You were held back. You were held down because your spirit, your soul wants to go higher. Your soul wants to elevate. We came from a place where we gave and gave. For me, and this is how I feel like how I experienced it. If you resonate with it, you resonate with it. But I came from a place where I gave and gave and gave and gave, but I never got back the reciprocation. I never got back the appreciation. I never got back, the feeling a part of and feeling valued in my relationships and where I was at. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't feel value for what I brought to the table. I always felt as if, you're not needed. You don't really, But I'm just saying how I felt, how the relationships made me feel. Their actions don't really show anything but the healing that they need to do. But because I needed some healing too, it was triggering me. You understand? So now that has been removed, that cycle has closed, I learned how to step out of it. I learned how to start to love myself. My Father has showed me how, and He's kept me, right? So that He can heal the insides. He can heal those parts that when I was over here giving of myself, and I wasn't getting received, I felt a lot of pain. I felt a lot of abandonment. I felt a lot of rejection, right? I felt devalued, and when I felt that way, I turned that energy into myself, and I used drugs and alcohol and sex and people. You know what I mean? And I did those things to try to fit in, but my spirit still said that still ain't where I belong. So I chose to walk away. You know what I mean? I chose to be in this hermit energy. I chose to keep my legs closed. I chose to start to love myself. I chose to stop dealing with people that weren't giving back the same as I was giving to them. I chose to stop dealing with people that made me feel less than who I know I am and make me feel like what I have ain't enough. I stopped doing that. And in turn, I learned to respect myself. I learned to value myself so that what people did around me didn't have no effect on me no more. Not like it used to. Because I don't feel that way no more about myself. And you can't make me feel that way no more because I know better now. Now I know you're acting out because how you feel about yourself. And you want to throw that stuff on me, but it don't work no more. Come on now. Simply love. Love is the highest power of all. The largest, the biggest energy in the world, in the universe. Just breathe. Spirit said just breathe. You learn how to do this. Now it's about you. I want to say because when we letting that part of our lives go can be hard. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that's all we know. But when we step into this new place of love, right? Now it's time for us to go ahead and open our hearts up again, because it'll make you close your heart off. It'll make you not trust. It'll make you a whole lot of shit. But you got to learn, bob and weave through that. You got to learn what those emotions are and what they're meant to do, right? Accept them, but don't waddle in them. Don't let them be the battery in your back, because love is the battery that should be in your back at all times. We got dreams coming true. We got dreams coming true here. All right, let's get some energy. I think there was something else I wanted to say. Now is the time for you to go ahead and open your heart up and receive the people that are there. There was also something about support. All right? It was something about being around people that support you. Oh, how we can ignore the people that are trying to come in because we're still holding on to the people that have decided not to come on this journey with us, decided not to make the necessary changes in their life to walk with us on this journey. They didn't, but that's okay. They have nothing to do with us. Ain't none of our business. It ain't right and it ain't wrong. It's not. It's a choice. We can't blame people for the choices that they want, that they make. Because we make our own choice. We can't be afraid to make a choice that we want because everybody else is making another choice. We have to keep going, because there's we have a soul tribe. There's people listen, we almost there, y'all. We about to find that these people are coming into our lives in this cycle, in this time, on this timeline. While you are on this earth, you will encounter it. Come on, Spirit. Listen, waiting for your results. Exactly. You've done some work. You cleared out your roots. You hear me? And your heart chakra. Listen. You cleaned all that stuff out that made you feel like you were not worthy. And it's all about our worth. How do we feel about ourselves? How do we feel about ourselves? If a person's action or something they say or do can make us feel bad about ourselves, we got work to do. We got work to do, because it shouldn't affect us like that, because that's their shit. Just like what we do affects us. Yes, it can trigger other people. Of course it can. Because that's what it does until we recognize it for what it is, until we heal it, until we release it, until we purge it out. Whatever we was taught that said that we weren't enough, purge that shit. That's a lie. It's a lie. It's hurt people. Hurt people teach people how to hurt people. And then in turn, we hurt ourselves and we hurt other people. It's time to break that chain. We are no longer in that chain, in that cycle, a part of that link anymore. Child, do not link yourself to that chain. That chain of hurt, that chain of pain. Success and growth, I'm telling you. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing a new thing. We're listen, it's scary. Yep, it is. But you do fit in somewhere else. That's all. And it's really as simple as that. It's really simple as, all right, I don't fit in here, let me move over here. Just like you do anything else where you interact with people. If you come upon a group of people, you know, some new people, you're in a new area, and you want to get to know the people in your environment. So maybe you go to the local watering hole or something, and you try, you know, get the energy of people wherever, the lunch place or whatever. You can go into the restaurants and see how they treat you to know what the fucking environment is. You feeling what I'm saying? How they treat you when you walk into the establishments. That's the stuff I'm talking about, and you're gonna know, right? It's all about testing the waters. Dreams coming true again. All right, let me pull some cards out. What's the message here, Spirit? What do you have to say to the collective? Make what I said make sense. Move. Look at this. Move. Yes, if 7 could be significant. If this is a confirmation for you to move, that's your confirmation. If you know that you needed to move yourself out of the environment that you're in, because that's not where you're not going to thrive there. All right? You want to go where there's peace, where there's love, with union. Something's happening. There's definitely a move coming. 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months. Take it how it resonates. Manifesting. This is what you're calling in for yourself. Because you've changed your mindset, you're changing your environment. It's the universe responding to what you're doing. Come on, Spirit. 1, first house. You. This is about you. This is about what you're calling in. This is about you getting control of your fucking emotions. What I say. I was really saying here because look how you got the red and the blue. It's like you got it balanced out. You know what I mean? Your dark, your shadow side. You know, you recognize it. 7 and 1 is 88. 88 could be significant. This is you getting control of your mental. This is you getting control of your trauma. Healing that shit. And healing it only means that you recognize it for what it really is. You stop making excuses for your behavior and you recognize why you act and the way you act, right? And then you addressing that shit. And addressing it means crying about that shit, purging that shit, forgiving. All of that shit is all in that bowl of soup. Swallow, eat that. A spoonful at a time. What's going on here, Spirit? You getting control of your life, of your emotions. You accepting that where you're at, you don't fit in. You know you need to move on and go towards people that show you that they want you in their life. Show you that they appreciate you in their life. Right? They tell you. You know, and it's not just what they say. It's in response to the energy that you guys exchange, right? It's a warm energy. It's not a cold energy. It's not a hostile energy, right? It's not an energy where you feel like you have to keep your guard up and shit. You know? You learn how to regulate your energy. Come on, Spirit. You learn how to regulate your energy. Come on now. Thank you. Now you seeing things from a higher perspective, an ego's perspective. Stop playing with me. You got control, self-control, and that's all you need is self-control, because you know you can't control nothing outside of you. You know that. You learn that. Let me see. You find balance. Yes. 8 and 2 is 10. What we got here? Change your focus and lead. Look at this. Lead by example. Yes. Some of you guys could be in a leadership position. Even if you're not, you know, in an official leadership position, how you live your life, you know what I'm saying, is leading. Especially if you feel like, no, not even especially, when you're living in your authentic true self, you're a leader, because it's hard You know, in this society, a lot of people do not live in their authentic self. And I can say that because I was one that wasn't living in my authentic self. Right? And I know who the fuck I ran into. I know who I see out here. You feeling me? I recognize that shit because I was that shit. You hear me? So yeah, you know, and you to take this step, right? This move. I don't know. They got a scroll in their hand. Some kind of leadership. I don't know. Some of you guys could be spiritual leaders. All right, that's not. Spirit said that's not beyond the scope of things. That's what I heard. But you changed your focus, right? You got control of your energy. You sure did. Yes, you did. Maybe you follow some. Look, with seek, you could have seeked help, guidance, right? You got guidance to help you to learn how to change your focus, take your focus off of what's happening around you and focus on the Most High, right? Like, cause who has control? That's what you are realizing, that you have no control over anything that happens outside of you. The only thing you have control over is how you react to it. You went within to seek that peace, that knowledge, that guidance, right? That you know, that helped you to achieve this. 789. That's what I just heard. We got 19, 9 and 1 and 10. Win or lose. Look at this. You trust the universe. You trust yourself. You trust that what you feel, who you are, you know, there's nothing you can do, because if I'm what's this under here? Look at this. We got master, seek the truth, and master. Stop playing. Master, look at this. You got control. You understand. Guard your heart. You got that under control. Protect it. You mastered how to do that. You seek the truth beyond the veil of the world, of what you're here for. You listen, and I also got, you're not just here to serve other people. You know, you're also here to receive and feel and seek those things that bring you joy. You know, on your journey, you should come into contact with people, places, and things that bring you happiness, and not just happiness from you giving. We got death in reverse. What's this? Balance. Wow. Yeah, but see, it has to be an ending to have that new beginning, right? For that peace. There it is again. Everything is being balanced out for you. You are balanced. You are in full control. That's what. Listen, you are in full control of your life, of what's happening here. You're rebuilding yourself. Your masculine and feminine energies coming together. Wow, there's a lot of healing here. But you know, the biggest message that I got out of this, strengthening bonds, right? It's like allowing those that are there to support you. Open your heart to receive it, because I feel like a lot of you have been closed off, and that's because of the past. But you're being guided, you're being led towards people that are going to reciprocate the same energy, strengthening bonds. Yeah, coming together. Come on now. Listen, yes. So Spirit is saying, open up your heart. Open up your heart to receive it. Don't be afraid to go on and move on. It's, to move on into where you belong. It's okay. It's what you're supposed to do. It's what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? Yes, it says, look, because you feel alone right now. You're afraid if you walk away from the past that you're some kind of way you're leaving them. But you're not leaving them in a sense of, never seeing them again. You're only leaving the energy, right? You're only leaving the energy. You just don't choose to be a part of that energy. But there's a soul tribe out here that's waiting for you to come on. That they want. It's just a different energy. It's a different world. I'm hearing. That's the other thing I got about you. Fit in. It's like you're already there. The changes that you have made in your life have already put you in a position to meet these new people that are where you are right now, because you've already made so many changes. You made upgrades to your life, right? And there's people that have done the same. They there already. You're already in it. If you're wondering if because when we, like, let's say you come into a lot of money, so you move to a nicer neighborhood, right? And you have all the things, all the trimmings, all that shit that they got, but you wonder if you fit in. You're already there. You're already there. See, this is where we have to not allow people to tell us if we fucking belong or not. We already there. God already placed you. You already got the house, the car, whatever the fuck it is. You in the neighborhood. You already there. That's for somebody. Can I get another one? You feeling alone, and it's because you have to accept that you deserve, that you have elevated. It's the mind. You already there. Once you say, look, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. And not to say I made it to somewhere, but do I fit in? This is the part I'm talking about. Do I fit in? Because that's why a lot of times we don't move, because we feel like we won't fit in. And we sit back and we squander our blessing, the gifts that God has given us. Once God placed us somewhere, that's ours. Can't nobody, I don't give a fuck who live across the street. I don't give a fuck who live down. I don't give a what they say. That's your spot. That's where God put you. You belong, and you have to accept it. And once you accept it, they can't fuck with you. You hear me? Thank you, Spirit. Base chakra, baby, you cleaned it up. You opened that box. You went through that toy box, that trauma box. I'm gonna call it that, a trauma box. You went through that trauma box, all right, and you took everything out. And you got rid of what you did not want, that was hindering you, that was smelling, that was falling apart, that was no more fixing. You took all that shit out and you got rid of it. You cried. You did releasing. You did purging. You let go all the memories and all that shit connected to it. Or you don't have to let it go. Just compartmentalize that shit. But no longer let it be your driving force. That's what you did. That's how you balanced your energy. Damn, yeah, that shit happened, but the pain and all that, those emotions behind it, nah, you can 86 those. You can put them where they belong, because now they're just memories. They're not the actual time. That shit ain't happening no more, but it did happen. But those emotions, you ain't got to hold on to that shit. Those are meant to keep you stuck on stupid. What's the message here, Spirit? Can I get one more? Listen, challenging times. Change, yes. When you had to clear that base chakra out, that was very challenging for you. You had to keep on a brave face. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some of you guys really shielded yourself. You had to. You had to shield yourself in order to protect yourself from being, from allowing that healing time that you had to be disrupted, or for people to try to add more to it, I think that's what people do. It's like people pick the most vulnerable person in their circle, and they dump their shit on them. That's just what people do. They dump their shit on them because And you're more than likely a fucking starseed. You're more than likely somebody that's very loving, very caring, and very nurturing, you know. But they kick you around, but yet still they come and dump their shit on you. You're always the one that's there to help them, to heal them, to lift them up, to lift their spirit, right? Come on. To help them relieve burdens. But the thing is, they would dump on you and then they would walk away. No appreciation, no nothing. No nothing, just walk away until the next time they need the fucking dump. Yeah, you know. Yeah, but Spirit has moved you out of that. Spirit had you have stood up and you said, listen, I can't, accept no more gifts. Come on, Spirit. Maybe people thought giving you gifts would make up for, not being available or not recognizing the role you played in their life. I feel like if you have people in your life that support you, you should let them know how much you appreciate them. You really should. Look, observe. Yeah, that's what you did. 12. That's the sacrifice. The house of, the choices, your environment, making necessary changes in your life, transformation. What's good? Well, what's good for you? What brings you to your highest self? Yeah, that heavy energy I was talking about, right? Where, you're feeling like you can't be yourself. If you be yourself, yeah, fuck all that. I'm sorry, but fuck all that. Yeah. I mean, listen, you got to go through what you got to go through, but that's something we had to learn. We had to go through that. Yeah, believe and succeed. You had to believe in yourself. When other people didn't support what you believed in, when other people didn't reciprocate, you had to. This is like 6 of swords. That's what it is. 6. Look at that. And there's the boat. That's you having to follow your own light, follow where you're being led. And it could feel like you're walking away from a whole different country or some shit. Maybe some of y'all are leaving the country, you know what I mean? But this is how this transformative energy can feel. It can feel like you're going somewhere a long way and nobody else there, but that's bullshit. That's another fear that keeps people stuck because they can't see what's ahead. There are other people that are there. All the people that you don't see around this fuck shit, they over there. That's all it is. So just go over there. That's all. There's people over there. There's shit to do over there. There's a different perspective over there. Alright? Choose your battles. Yes. Listen. Let people be where they at. Let people be with them. Let's go with these. Because I like these. I like the energy I'm picking up already. You are no longer in heartbreak or, allowing those swords, those things, right, to penetrate your aura, your field. Like, we can't stop life from happening around us, but we can control how we react to those things. We can let them take us out of balance, create fear in our lives, make us feel like we got to run around and we got to fix it. We know, or we can accept it for what it is. We can do whatever we can, right, within reason, and we got to rely on the universe and God for the rest. And trust that however it turns out, that's how it's supposed to be. Or that's how it, because everybody make a choice, so whatever the choice is, that's what they get out of it. You know what I mean? Period. And everybody may not get the same thing out of that choice. We got the world and the strength. God, I can't make it up. Overcoming, baby. Listen, balancing out yourself and closing out the cycle. These things that you had to learn, these things, these situations that you had to outgrow. It's like teething. I see baby teeth coming in. Somebody's baby could be teething. How painful is that, right? You want to make them comfortable, right? You use the oral gel, the baby oral gel, and ice cubes, and the teething rings and all that good stuff, right? And eventually, the rest of them come in with ease because the baby has learned how to tolerate the pain, the growth, right? Inner strength, control, confrontation with yourself or with other people, right? Yeah. You may have to let other people know, listen, I'm not accepting that anymore. This shit's a little too tight. Yeah, the world. Some of you guys could be moving overseas. Some of you guys could be moving overseas. You have some money coming in, luck coming in. You know, you have the world in the palm of your hand. A lot of new opportunities are coming for you. New people, new things to do, right? So please stop looking at, walking away from one situation, a place that it's like being uprooted. Like the pot that you're in is too small for your growth, right? If you stay there, your roots are gonna start climbing up, and there's no growth, and it's gonna die. It's gonna choke itself out. Yes. Come on, Spirit. Anything else for the collective? One last text message. Ooh, communication, news, phone call, direct message. Some of you guys could be getting a message coming in. Okay? This could be about anything. But it could be about anything, but definitely something that is going to help you to move forward. Or this could be a message from somebody from your new soul tribe, right? Trying to connect with you, right? Yeah, that'll be nice, right? Wouldn't that? Look, offering, Page of Cups. A young woman to 25 years with some good news. 25 up to 25. So this could be, this could be a niece, a child, a grown adult child, a niece. It even could be a grandchild. Take it how it resonates. Okay, somebody from that age, from 25 and down. This could be somebody that could be college age, recently graduated from college. Okay, take it how it resonates. That's what it says. I'm just go by the energy. Oh, 9 of Swords. Oh, man. Ooh, what is this about? The fears and frustrations, letting go of emotions. Somebody may want to contact you about some kind of fears and frustrations they could be going through. They wanted to release some kind of somebody could be in regret about something, some kind of communications, things, maybe some things that were said, you know what I mean? Or maybe some things you said, it was some kind of communication. Or maybe somebody want to, try to, I don't know, resolve some issues. What's this about, Spirit? What's going on here? For the collective. Okay. Temperance. Somebody want to balance something out. Money restrictions, testing what. Somebody could be having some kind of issues as well coming towards you. Besides, they may come towards you with the energy of they want to clear some things out, maybe some things that were said, they want to come in and, hash some things out with somebody and, balance things out, try to fix things, right? Choose your battle, Spirit said, healing begins. But also, there's something else, there's a caveat here. Somebody could be having some issues. Somebody could be going through some relationship issues at 5 of Pentacles. Listen, Empress in reverse, 2 of Cups. Yeah, something's falling apart. Yeah, somebody's seeing something. Somebody's stuck. This is somebody that was very stubborn as well. This is somebody that didn't want to move, was, being very stubborn and I'm not moving from my stance. But now somebody's saying that because they were in this energy, that, they've taken a loss in some way, shape, or form. Financial loss, love loss, the Empress in reverse. This could be a mother, okay? 2 of Cups, they made a choice, right, to be in that stagnant energy. Something about 5 of Pentacles, delays around money coming in from the cold. Somebody could have, withheld some kind of finances from someone. What's going on in Spirit? What we got here? The Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, something they were supposed to give to somebody, but they did not. Ace of Swords in reverse. They lied about it. The Hierophant. They were Somebody lied about that, giving somebody something. This Knight of Pentacles. What's this, a message? Yep, visitor, message, something to share. Somebody was supposed to share something with somebody or give somebody some kind of message. Ten of Wands, wow. That would have made somebody, overcomes a lot of burdens. They would have brought a lot of relief for somebody. Yep, Knight of Wands, but they acted out of their emotions. Very reckless energy here. Ace of Swords, yeah. Somebody's realizing now this was a hollow victory. That it was a double-edged sword, what they did. Yep, that it could come back to bite them, to turn out very different from what they wanted. And this was not ordained by the Most High. Somebody was not acting in their highest energy. This is something about a marriage, right? Well, some kind of company, something, body, corporation, something like that. Something that was official, something that could have been an official letter or something like that. Yeah, this could have been a legal situation that somebody didn't give somebody or didn't tell somebody about. They lied about it. Thought they was going to get some kind of victory, and they didn't. They were realizing that all the lies, all the communication, Three of Swords. Wow, the Magician in reverse. Wow, to get a new beginning for themselves. What is going... this has been coming up, but you know what, Spirit? I'm going to let y'all have this table. Because clearly somebody need to know some. Eight of Cups. You walked away from the situation. You walked away from it, or you will. Or you will. Page of Pentacles, because they did not. They created illusions about giving you something. They withheld from you. Something they were supposed to give you. They withheld that shit, and then they lied about it. They created illusions about it. People may be asking a lot of questions about y'all's relationship or something with this person, and then this person, it's like making a whole bunch of excuses, but now they want to come in and try to balance things out for you, but there's an ulterior motive. The home, what was that? We got the home here, confront, something about a home. What's that, 82? 83 could be significant. That's the number on the house, 83. Something about admire, attraction, a suit of butterflies. It came in reverse. A secret crush is in reverse. Ooh, third parties here. There could be some kind of something about a home. And then there's also a secret about a third party. All right, something that somebody had an attraction, a third party had an attraction to somebody that child change. Here we go. They scared. Somebody's scared. You changed, and somebody's afraid, right? They're afraid that with this transformation that you're going to see, somebody didn't think you was going to. Somebody thought you was going to stay. Somebody assumed, right? Because that's what everybody else is doing, right? Somebody assumed that you were going to continue to be that loving and giving person, and they were going to keep taking and taking and taking. This is somebody that has taken so much, right, to the point where they overstepped a lot of boundaries in your life. This is somebody that has gotten away with doing things to you over so many times in so many different ways. This is somebody that literally thought that they could just come in and just take every fucking thing from you. That's what I'm hearing. This is somebody that tried to take everything from they thought you were such a sweet. They thought it was so easy, and they kept doing more shit, right? And it was building up their ego. Child, what's going on here? Somebody needs a lot of fucking healing. But see, you didn't stay. You didn't stay. You said, listen, I know you don't like me. I know you don't respect me. I see how you act. You're not there for me. You're not my friend, right? You know what I'm saying? You see that shit. And when you said I gotta go. When you said I gotta go, Page of Wands. When you said I gotta go, I can't stay here, Knight of Cups. you made a decision to go in your own direction, right? You mustered up the courage, right, to go and try. Look, Four of Wands, the Three of Swords, yes, the Magician, the Devil, you child, the Eight of Wands. You hear me? Somebody's actions came back to bite them because their actions didn't affect you the way they thought it was. Somebody thought that they were taking everything from you, right? But when you got up and walked away and you started creating a whole new life for yourself, a whole new table for yourself, somebody realized that they didn't take anything from you, right? That what they did do is very apparent, Spirit is saying. It's very apparent to others, and somebody feels shame because you left that table and you started to build yourself a new table. Because somebody was infiltrating, somebody was trying to okay, this is what they was doing. It was like somebody was coming in, they come into your house like I'm sitting here right now. Oh, I feel this song. They come into your house saying, yo, get up and get the fuck out, and then they sit down. You hear me? That's what I'm getting, right? But when you got up, you went and built yourself another table. Somebody didn't expect you to build yourself another table. Somebody didn't expect you to stand up and say, fuck that. I can do this by myself. I can do this. I am who I am. I built the fucking table you sitting at. Ooh. You recognize you can build a table any fucking way. You can build a better table. You built the table they said. They didn't work for that table. They stole it. This is somebody trying to steal your destiny. Thought they were stealing your life. You hear me? But you were in a listen. Ooh, and what they inherited. Come on, Spirit. That's what I heard. Somebody wanted to inherit your shit, your table. Remember the Magician? Somebody could have been trying to remove you so that they could take your fucking position. You hear me? Yeah. And by withholding something from you, they were gonna take what belonged to you, what was supposed to seed your farm, and they were gonna use it to seed their own shit. So come on now. But see, it ain't about the seeds, baby. It's about the soil. It ain't about the seeds, baby. Listen, seeds can't grow everywhere, but if you got good soil, you can grow any seed. The soil was bad. The soil was bad. They stole, listen, divine timing, I can't make it up. Come on, baby. The soil was bad. You moved and you planted seeds somewhere else to let a bitch know. Who? That's all I heard, to just let a bitch know. That's what I heard. Wrong time and stalemate, perfect timing and waiting. Yes, and divine, the Queen of Cups. Look at this, she in reverse. This was a soulmate. Yes. That wanted to steal everything that you fucking worked for. Your destiny. You hear me? You hear me? They rolled the dice because they thought the grass would be greener. It was not. It was not. Somebody also could have tried to have stolen a soulmate from you. I told you this is somebody that wanted what you had. They wanted what you had. But see, what they don't understand is you were in a place where you were not happy. This was an unhappy person trying to steal unhappiness from a person. You feeling me? And they did. They did. Because, see, you had to recognize, as long as you would have stayed, if you would have stayed in this energy around these people, right, and this shit, you would have found out about this shit. You just stayed in there with the resentment, the fighting, the back and forth, the cat shit, all that bullshit. But then you recognized that this wasn't where you belong. That these weren't the people you were supposed to be around because these people weren't reciprocating. Whatever they was doing behind the scenes, this is going to be on their resume, nigga. Not yours. This is going to be on their resume. You hear me? How they got this position is going to be on their resume. So let's leave them over there. But the thing is, you chosen to move away from the situation altogether. And you chosen to heal that part of you that wanted to stay and keep giving to people that weren't giving to you, that were taking and taking and taking. This is somebody that didn't expect you to get up and leave. This is somebody that thought they was going to take your shit and you was going to stay in humiliation. You was going to be so fucked up, right? Whew. You was going to be so fucked up that people were just going to be looking at you and they weren't going to see what this person had done. But that ain't the case. When you walked away and started to build yourself a new table, people started to see this person sitting at your fucking table. You heard me? People are seeing this person sit. People know that ain't they fucking table. People know that ain't they furniture. Those ain't they clothes, and that ain't they fucking crown. People know that. Thank you, Spirit. Because they thought that you were not going to be visible anymore in some way, shape, or form. That people weren't going to. Who, child, they wanted the spotlight. But it's like, how they think people wasn't going to see what they did. You know what I'm saying? The illusion that they was creating. Two of Wands. Ooh, they in regret. Listen. Listen, they in regret for that shit. That shit's coming back to haunt somebody. Yeah, they ain't got nowhere to go. I'm telling you, somebody could be coming in because they need your support in some way, shape, or form. Four of Pentacles. The Fool, they took that leap of faith. We got a King of Cups, a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Emperor. Who behind the Emperor? The Moon, Secrets. King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Emperor. And the Moon in reverse. Stability and influence. So this King of Cups could have been influenced by a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. There was something going on in secret. Somebody was consulting a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and they were getting bad advice. They were getting bad advice. Somebody was giving somebody bad advice. This is somebody that could be a counselor, all right? A lawyer, a therapist. It's somebody with influence, right? But they have their own motives, right? This could be two people that could have gave somebody some bad advice. A Queen of Pentacles in reverse, an Emperor that could be upset. Like, this could be like a preacher or a pastor or somebody with some kind of legal standing or official, but this person had underhanded motives to give this King of Cups some kind of advice towards you, about you. This is an older water sign man. This could be somebody that's very shy. They don't really wear their heart on their sleeves. They're very cautious about who they deal with. This is somebody that's been hurt before. They got a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, a earth sign. This could be a mother. All right, that don't know how to invest money, don't know how to handle their money. This person can be very controlling, or there could be a mother and a father, or a mother and an uncle. I'm getting, all right, that was giving this person advice. A father and a sister or mom. I think that's somebody's mom. This Emperor could be a father, an uncle, a mentor. I'm getting somebody religious. I'm getting somebody with religious energy. Somebody even could have been going to a fucking psychic. Seven of Wands in reverse. Somebody, they took somebody's advice. Yeah, they took somebody's advice. They didn't think for themselves. The Eight of Wands, that shit's coming. Look, about you, collective. Three of Swords, about committing to you. Somebody didn't commit to you. They took somebody else's advice. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. The Magician in reverse, the Devil. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They took somebody else's advice, and that shit is coming back to, yeah. They walked away from a Four of Wands energy, a home, a relationship, a commitment with you. They didn't offer it to you. What's going on here? They follow. Well, I can't see it now. Don't head up under there. Gotta hit the table. One more card, and then I'm gonna get off of this. Okay, she gave me a few. What's under here? Nothing. That's closed. What we got here? We got anxiety. Somebody's got a lot of anxiety. Yeah, because you went through your spiritual awakening. You've gone through a spiritual awakening. They didn't get the results that they wanted. Somebody took a leap of faith. They did something. That shit backfired. Now they got to deal with the backlash of what they did. Yep, they didn't see. They wasn't paying attention. We got a King of Wands here and an Ace of Pentacles. Listen, somebody did not follow their intuition. Somebody did not follow their intuition, and now they're in anxiety. Yeah, because they did not get what they desired. You got your Ace of Pentacles and you moved on and planted that Ace of Pentacles somewhere else, and it's starting to grow. And now people are seeing that this person is sitting at your fucking table. Now people are seeing why this person did what they did, because they wanted to sit at your table. All right, y'all. Let's get as spiritual as fuck, and then I'm gonna get off this. Whew, come on. What's the message for the collective? You are unfazed by it. You are sitting in the sun. Some of you guys can have a nice suntan. Yeah, a nice glow. Don't wear sunscreen, but you know the sun can make your skin glow. Hello. Gives you that good vitamin S. What's the message for the collective, Spirit? Please and thank you. Okay, what we got here? People aren't ignoring you, love bug. Ooh, people aren't ignoring you. What's this about? People are busy as fuck with their lives. The way to stop feeling ignored is to get busy with your own. Thank you, Spirit. Take up knitting if you have to. Get into it. No one is ignoring you. They're probably just reading or something. Go read. The day you stop worrying whether or not someone is ignoring you is the day you get busy as fuck living your own life. Didn't I tell you? You guys feel like you don't fit in. Listen, yeah, them folks are ignoring, but the people that are waiting for you, they ain't ignoring you. They just doing their life. All you got to do is go ahead and do your life, and then the interactions will happen. But you got to get on. You got to start getting into it, right? Don't listen. You're already doing it, love. You're already there. You are already there. All right? I'll see y'all. Peace.